Hey, sunshines. Welcome to week 9, sleep. Okay, so this is kind of a big one. It is something that, sorry, sunshine is here. Yes, I am filming. Like, can you see? There. Uh, I am filming at the same time as last week. For those of you who are new, hi, I'm Lauren. I'm doing this year-long project as kind of a way to connect with slash resolve some unfinished business with my father, who passed away earlier this year. Kind of looking at some of the ways that we're similar and some of the things I feel like he did or didn't do that maybe contributed to him not being his happiest self, certainly for the last several years. So, if you're interested in self-help and like journaling and stuff, this is the right place for you. If you maybe had a difficult relationship with a parent, especially a parent who's passed away, also the place for you. And welcome. And if you just love hearing my voice, I am so happy to have you. This is the perfect place for you. Welcome. I have always had difficulty sleeping. I think I didn't understand how bad it was until I had a roommate who like falls asleep in 5 minutes every night and like sleeps through the night every night. I didn't understand like how kind of weird it was for me, but I literally have memories of being 5 years old and not being able to fall asleep. Like falling asleep after my parents checked on me for the last time to go to bed. Just mind racing, could not shut it off. It's always been at least a little bit of a problem. It got way worse when I hit about middle school and high school. I was also suffering from a lot of depression at the time, so it was very unpleasant. That said, I never really talked about it to anybody because I just sort of thought it's something everybody dealt with, or I didn't think there was anything you could really do about it. Fast forward some years, when I got on antidepressants, one of the side effects is, or at least for what I was on, is basically it makes it really difficult to go to sleep. So, and even though I would take them in the morning, even, 16 hours later, they would still make me kind of jittery, not able to calm down and go to sleep. So I got on a sleeping pill I've been on for a while, and I'm on a very low dose. It's the only one that worked even a little bit. Like I've tried several. This is the only one that worked even a little bit. Now, ironically, I actually increased my dosage probably the week after I did my sleeping week because I had a doctor's appointment the week after and I was still having trouble staying asleep. So, yeah, so that actually helped. Like, I'll give you my sleeping update. It helped having a little bit more. I know that should be obvious, but I was really worried about like upping it and kind of then not being able to wake up, which hasn't been a problem. And I found out some other stuff. So the week of talking about my sleep and like trying to sleep, what I did was I was monitoring when I went to bed, when I woke up, and how I slept. So again, I've been creating little stickers because I feel like it's been working really well for me and it allows me to use a journal that I like, but I'm still making those journal pages for my Patreon. So you can either, if you become a patron, link down below, you can either uh, download the weekly sheet so you can get your overview, or I'm also going to include what I use, the template I use for a sticker, and pretty much all you have to do is just like duplicate it on a page and then print it onto sticker papers is what I do. I mean, there's a million ways to make stickers, but that's what I've been doing. I've been using those as a basic way to kind of figure out if there's anything that makes me sleep more or less or whatever. That's the first part. So I would, fill in everything each day. And what I found was I was probably going to bed around between midnight and 1 a.m. and then waking up between 7 and 7:30. So, an okay night's sleep, but I would often wake up and still be a little bit tired. Or rather, I would wake up and be very awake for like an hour or two, and then I'd kind of start to get tired and want to take a nap. So I didn't nap that much this week. Sometimes I will, sometimes I won't. It kind of depends on what I have to do and like what's going on. One of the things that happened is after that particular week, which was a couple weeks ago, I went to the doctor's and increased my sleeping pill, which has worked. I also found out that, or I knew I had been diagnosed before, but I've been taking iron supplements. I still have anemia, which for me tends to make me a little bit more tired, and sometimes I just get very very kind of weak, and it's hard for me to like stay awake and stuff. But I take iron and stuff just as kind of to it used to be worse, it's getting better, but it still happens and it still makes me tired. So that is an ongoing thing. Something I found out, and this was awesome, but only a few nights ago, I I knew that I was having trouble staying asleep. I would often wake up like 2 or 3 times in the middle of the night, on top of going to bed very late and waking up kind of early. Part of this I know is for my little fur ball right here, because I have, mom ears. And so, like, anytime he moves around, even if he's not staying in bed with me, even if he's sleeping on the couch or something, I have the tendency to hear him and like get up to check, like, does he need water, is he okay, whatever. So that was a thing, but it's not the only thing, because some nights he would be sleeping in bed with me and he would still be asleep and I would wake up. So I tried something new, and I'm actually still in shock at like how well it worked. I went on to Amazon and I picked up this set of like an eye mask. I've done eye masks before. They've never worked. I've always hated them. It's like, why am I doing this? But I got a slightly different design, which is basically like it's kind of puffy around the eyes so that you can have your eyes closed underneath, but you can actually open your eyes and you're not like hitting anything, or at least I'm not. My lashes are not that, crazy long. So I can open my eyes and it's like pitch black. It fits well enough like on my nose and it goes around my head. And what I usually do is like flip my hair half in so it goes like like half up like through here, so it kind of is held in place by my hair a little bit. And then sometimes I have to move it a little bit because I sleep on my side, so I don't have it pressing right here. But it actually really, really worked. And so for the 2 nights I've been using it, I slept through the night without a problem. So I believe that on top of everything else, maybe the ambient light in the house kind of bothered me or something like that. So I'll keep you posted on how the sleep thing goes, but I'm really happy with those changes that I've made. It seems like they are working and or going in the right direction. So I'm very happy about that. And hopefully that'll continue. So what did I learn? Kind of that, well, one, help is available. Like if something seems wrong and you feel, I'm not going to tell anybody, it doesn't matter. Try. Just give it a shot. You never know. And then I'm really glad that like I just tried a couple of different things for sleep to see if, some of the advice and stuff that's out there worked, because some of it does work. This week, I really enjoyed the TV show Evil, season 2 and like part of 3. It's on Paramount Plus. I saw the first season, which I thought was on Netflix, but whatever, like years ago when it came out. And I think it took a little while, possibly it changed stations, and it came back. But the first season was kind of less than fantastic. So I wasn't rushing to see season 2. But I have Paramount Plus now, and I thought, what the heck? I'll watch season 2. Season 2 is significantly better, I think. And going into season 3, I kind of enjoyed watching it. I like most of the characters and stuff like that. It is a little bit frustrating because for those of you who know X-Files, 8 years in and Scully is still like, I don't believe in aliens or the supernatural. It's like, really? Really, with everything you've seen? And this show does that to a certain extent as well. I probably have less patience for it because I did go through all those years of X-Files, but it still works enough, I think, that I found it really enjoyable. I liked getting back into it. So if you're looking for something that's like horror light, little bit of sort of procedural monster of the week kind of stuff with a more or less overarching story, it can be pretty good. That is pretty much it for this week. I'm going to do something I usually don't do, which is I'm going to film another video now, because filming is the part I like about this the least. Editing is okay, and I enjoy like writing the blog posts and everything, but either getting Sunshine to calm down or like getting over to the office to film is more difficult. So it happens to be that I am doing 3 today, although I'm going to be honest, and I think I might have filmed Pleasure twice. Oops. Until next time, I hope you live, laugh, and shine, and I will see you in a week/a minute. Bye. Sunshine can sense when I'm filming him. He was shaking a minute ago, and I have no idea why his little leg is stuck up on top of that there.